Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Heist League 3.12. In this episode, I'm going to be doing build reviews. We have a few build reviews to go through today. Let's just get right into it. How you guys doing? Let's review some builds. So this one we got Helm of Pain. This build is submitted by Gate 78. It says character Helm of Pain doing okay, but still seems to die from one shot, sometimes on juiced maps. I know my chaos res needs improving since I moved my AG onto a ring, and I would appreciate pointers on best way to do this and becoming able to push higher content, maybe more clusters. Love your build and thanks for the frequent content. So first thing I noticed is nice build, dude. You have 4,200 life, 931 regen, 10,000 armor, 64% increased armor, 38% physical damage reduction against a 15,000 hit, and 39 chaos. My 2-second instinct is take away these 5 points, take away these 3 points. You have an extra 8 points. You would come through here, right? Maybe take out this. Unless you, yeah, we could do that. Okay, we're gonna take all this chaos res. So you still have 2 extra points, and then we're gonna take them here, and then you're gonna take out this one. So now you have your 96, 96. You could even take out 1 more point and put it up here. Your dexterity is 120. I noticed it's a weird number, too high. But also it's 5 too low to not take this 30 dex, so I see what you did there. And so yeah, 96. I gained you 40 life or 20 life or something, but the biggest thing about what I did is I put your chaos res from 39 to 20, up 20, sorry, so it went to 59. So you're gonna love this. You lost some armor, sure. That only equated to 1% physical damage reduction against a big physical hit, and if you wanted more, you could get a better unset ring that can have an endurance charge on it instead. So like if you had if you just get some better items with more chaos res and stuff, because this is like a 3-stat item. This is, yeah. So point is, I'd want you to get an extra endurance charge, upgrade your physical damage reduction, and then I'll point out something to you. So with this extra chaos res, you still want more life probably. You still want to level up. Just going to 100, not counting the skill points. And then the other thing is, I was gonna say that it's important to notice what you're doing. So when you're mapping, you're clicking flash, and so with flash on, your physical damage reduction goes to 59 from 37 against a big physical hit. So you can see that the flasks are a big portion of your mitigation for physical. So you actually have to keep that in mind, that you could have these go down, and that's why it explains a one-shot that wasn't actually normally a thing, but because of uptime, because of the way you played. Then the other point I would make is yeah, 4,200 life's pretty low. Like I'm at 5,000 now with Sappho's frame, so that's how you would do it. You get more damage with the awakened gems and shit, so that you can end up going Sappho's frame without losing a million damage like this. So that's the idea there. So I would say continue to square up the things you're missing and get like physical damage reduction, very importantly, through the endurance charge craft and stuff. And I would say that one of the biggest things is, yeah, keep in mind what flash you have up. And then the last thing is, you said I seem to die from one shot sometimes on juice maps. Now I don't know what you're doing to your maps, because all you said is juiced maps. It's not clear enough. Therefore, basically, I would say be more careful with what juice stuff you're running. I don't know what you did. I can't speak for you, but hopefully this helps you overall. and gives you the general idea, and I guess lowers your expectations because you might be doing shit that's just too hard. Yeah, alright. Thank you for the build review. Next, Viz. Okay, we got player Viz. He says, the greatest Viz, Heist Viz. Need a build review because I want to make my character more tanky. I died a one-shot at 250 depth delve and in T16's fireball. I have Kingmaker and Gruthkull on my AG, 250 minion life, 80 minion damage on my elegant, which is not right. It's probably 240 minion life. My moving to, I'm not able to find a 160 elegant even after checking over 100, so I'm unable to switch to Saffles. What other alternative is available? Also, is there anything in my build I can improve in terms of DPS without spending a lot? Alright, dude. Nice chaos, nice reses. Let's check his physical damage reduction against a big physical hit. So I do this by putting in 15,000. He has 42, so he probably has one more endurance charge than the last guy. So you'll see that one, and there'll be one on the ring. Wow, awesome. So it's basically the same spot as the last dude, but he has an extra endurance charge, and he has the extra chaos res. And he says he dies one shot at 250 depth. So, does he have a brass dome? Yeah. He's dying one shot at 250 depth with this. This is again, what are the mods you're doing at 250 depth? Because I doubt that you died to a no mod encounter at 250 depth. Also right here, if you take this 1 point, you can get rid of these 3. And you gain 2 points. I already spent 1 extra point on his build on the Fearsome Force because he didn't have it. But that's not really going to help him for the survivability. See, I'm just a big doubter here of like, sure, I get that he's dying, but it's really like a player, it's a player problem at that point, isn't it? Not, yeah, I don't know. It's the same thing. It's the same spot. 250 depth. I don't think you'd be dying at every single 250 depth. I'm AFKing at like 490 with, and the only difference is I have 900 more life. Oh, and the Saffles, but that wouldn't. I don't know what to say, man. Like on top of it, click the flash. All right, but then you also say T16 fireballs. So I would say, are you using? You have Kingmaker, and are you using Theof Tool? And then why are you dying? More life? You should only take like 2,600 or 3,000. Do you have Immortal Call? Yeah. It's not real? Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, what should you do with the without the Saffles because you don't have the 160? Well, let's put in the whoops. Let's add the 240 life and the minions have 240% increased maximum life. Minions deal 80% increased damage. .8. And he's saying that he can't use Saffles because it's too big of a damage loss. And how does he do it? Or how does he get more tanky that isn't a Saffles? Yeah, that's a lot of damage loss, dude. What do you have? How is it such a big DPS loss? Is it really the 80%? Oh, it's like the Helm enchant, Bone Helm, the 80% from the thing, because technically this extra minion life that you get from your Elegant Hubris doesn't actually do anything. So if it's one of these 3-pointers, you should take it off probably because you don't really need it. It's too much right now for what you're doing, for your damage. You don't really need 240 life right now. 160 will probably be fine. You save 3 more points, and you can gain more life points. So you spend, let's say, 4 and take 1 out from here. There you go, 46, 44 for losing the 3 here, for example. That's already way better. And like you can get more life on your gear. Ooh, easy AMI upgrade, dude. You just have to get an open prefix, and then you multi-life minimum endurance. You get another 55 flat life on the AMI. I'll show you just for fun what that would be. What would that add? 4792. Nice. That's way better, dude. And then you didn't lose the damage from the cooldown point. You gained 500 more life, which is like more than 10%. So that's pretty insane, dude. It's pretty insane. But also I think that it's the flash thing again, probably for your physical damage reduction, because I show how bad it is against big hits without the flash. The second thing is I think that people should be aware of the mods that they're doing more. Like LE Pen on a mod on a Delve node would hurt. Okay, next build review. We got Logtar. I want to hit level 100, but I keep dying over super stuff in Heist. I'm using too many points in the hubris, and should I get more life instead? So this is, he sent me a paste bin. So he had all this stuff already enabled, and he selected like exact numbers, and he had 13 minions instead of 10. It's the same thing, but I'm just pointing it out. And then he has this many points spent in a hubris, so he's spending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points plus the jewel socket. It's crazy. Okay, now he says my survivability 4200 life. He's using the Saffles, and he has pretty high armor because his flasks are already enabled. Okay, so let's check what his physical damage reduction is against 15,000 hit. 70%. He's a fucking tank, dude. He's a tank. He says he's dying of stupid stuff in Heist. So if it's stupid stuff like the mines and the laser, yep, that makes sense. And then if it's running through a doorway and there's 50 monsters and you get one-shotted, that's not a one-shot, that's 50 monsters attacking you. So you be more careful, and what you should do is control shift default attack. So I'll show you in game what I mean by that real quick. I had a doorway in PoE for Heist. So let's say Alva is the doorway, or there's a doorway in front of Alva, and Alva is all the monsters. What I would do is stand to the side over here, and then shift middle mouse button for this default attack, because if you middle mouse button, it walks you there, but if you shift, it's the stop and attack. So you stand still and attack. And so if you noticed, I attacked in this location, and all my minions are now targeting this spot in front of the door. And so if you do it like off side of the door, it's really bad. And if you do it directly in line with the door, all your carry-on golems are going to jump through the door instantly. And so you don't have to run through a door of 50 monsters and say, my build's not tanky, after you get one-shotted. Yeah. So then, other than that, I think that's all you wanted, right? And you say, should I get more life instead? Well, yeah, 4224 is really low. Honestly, 7,000 is really good. We just sit around 5k in this build because we only have 1,000 regen. Our regen doesn't scale with our life like normal builds. That's why this is like stone golem build. It's very cool. I think that's exactly what he wanted, though, is how explain what the hell is going on in Heist and how to beat that, because that's what he was having trouble with. Next, we got back to this fourth one. I'm not sure how this is. Okay, so here, I'll just show you. So the Epic Fox. How does that make sense? I imported a character. Wait a minute. I swear I fresh imported this. Oh. Oh. Wait, what the heck? Okay, I'll try again. One sec. I'm confused. Why are they okay? Why? Okay, Epic Fox start. I'm very confused. Food fighters. Okay. Okay, so Rotting Claws renewal, and we know that Jewel Socket's empty. We're at 78, okay. And then you have Rotting Claws renewal and this extra Jewel Socket. And now do they take it? Okay. They take this and they're at 94. How is that possible? They must not be taking the Dread Marches. This is what their tree looks like. Okay. How would I get more HP? I'm dying quite a bit. And what point should I respec for cluster jewels? I have a cluster jewel in the tree. But can't invest points into it. I'm saving up for all the awakened gems. Any recommendations on what to do next? Also, what would the minimum build requirement be for Grand Heist? I'm dying a lot in level 80 contracts when I'm level 90. You're 92. First thing I would say is take out these 4 points. You're way past that now. Next, you would take out these 4 points. So you've already gained 8 points. Okay? Then next, you can take this life. You can also take this. That takes you to 92 again. I've noticed the cluster. Let me think about this. So you're at 4,000 life now. It's way better. Let's just say you get 1 level and you put it into the renewal. Okay. Like I think, oh wait, that's 2 points. This is terrible, dude. Don't put a medium in this spot if you don't have the points for it, right? Why not just have another eminence? Have some extra buff effect. Okay, so you're 92. Honestly, you could put a few more levels in, but also I would take this 1 point out unless I need the res. You need it a little bit. Wow. You need to get some lightning somewhere. So that would really help you. I recommend getting some levels. So let's say you got a few more levels. You could take the extra thing and get some extra life points. Go to like 4,300. It's really good actually. And then you have an extra jewel socket, so you can put another thing in. Whoops. And then we'll see what your damage is. 863. Let's select all the things that I didn't do because, well, it's pretty weird. To show the frenzy charges and power charges, you now have to go and select a minion in the calculations, and then you're able to select power charges for your minions. It's pretty weird now. Mame, and do you have awakened multi? Nope. Oh god. They don't, I mean awakened melee, they don't, there's no quality. Okay, let's just, because GCP is literally worthless and you can get it for free. Just look at the damage going up. Alright, much better. And then you have vulnerability. Why not add some quality? Okay, get some free max res here. 21 zombie for the extra one if you have the +3 helmet and stuff. You do, plus the AMI, yup. So you get an extra zombie with that with that 1 level. Skitter bots, why not have some quality? Why not have quality on this too? Why not have quality on this too? Go for the 21 Chaos Golem to gain the physical damage reduction. You see how you're at 25? and you gain the extra regen. So you went to 31, and then regen 946, 979. I recommend going for a 21 AG instead of a 20 or 1920. You probably corrupted that. And then, nice. You should quality this all the way up for the extra level. You should run second wind instead. And I noticed you have 165 dex requirements, so you have extra dex that you don't need because you can lower the level of your phase run to 4. So then you gain 2 more points. So then you go to 4491. And I would just recommend fixing your reses a bit. But otherwise, GG mem. I see you crafted dex on there too. So actually you could craft your res, lightning chaos, and select 1 dex point on the skill tree, and then this would be fixed. Easy peasy. You can't use 5 flats. What the heck? Well, let's go back to Conqueror's efficiency. No. No, stop. Should I test if it's better to switch it to a harmony? Fine. Okay, an eminence is better. What about another one? Okay. There we go. So then that's what I would recommend. I don't recommend this belt. Go use a Stygian Vice. Either way, let's see what you wanted. Go back to the question at hand. What would be the minimum build requirement for Grand Heist? I don't think there is one because you can do 68 Grand Heists. It's so easy. Yeah, so recommending probably to fix the tree a lot, like I fixed it, so you can just copy it, and I guess you could leave out the dread marches for now, or you could lose 2 points of life to gain the dread marches for the extra minion survivability. It's honestly pretty good. And then there's another thing I just noticed. This is like, that's a 10-point minion large cluster. What the is that? What is that? No, 8. You gain another skill point back. There you go. There you go. GG. Thank you for the build review. Next. Final build review from Demnod. Character, minion, underscore heist. Okay, so he uses an elegant hubris with 1 point. Don't do this. This is so silly. I don't know what this is. He has no message. There is no comment. No, not enough. You're spending the jewel socket, all the points to get the jewel socket, 4 points, and you got one thing which took an extra 2 points. This is 6 points. You need to get a lot out of it. This isn't worth. You should just change this to like an eminence. Watch. Wait. I first have to select all the stuff because I forgot. Enable all the things. It's actually, and if the Spectre's the first minion in your thing, in your calculations, it doesn't give you the power and frenzy charges either. It has to be a minion that isn't the Spectre's, because you have to select a Spectre. It's pretty annoying. Does he have awakened melee fist? Nope. Okay. And then, so I see some weird stuff going on here. Let me just look one last time. Okay, so he's 91 and he spent all this points on this. So what if he just didn't, right? What if it was just that, and then because he's here, spend the 3 points, right? I also think in theory you could also just do that. Just skip this if you wanted. You could. Technically. This is possible. So then you'd be able to put 2 extra eminence. Maybe it's a harmony instead of an eminence. I'll check now. Whoops. Okay, we found it. That's how many you use, and then yeah, that fixes his skill tree a lot. That's huge. The other thing I noticed is that's a 10 passive. This is a 9 passive. It tilts the fuck out of me, but it's fine. So when you switch these down to an 8, save. Like, you probably shouldn't be getting these unless you can get them for the less points, because that's how they become really good. Because you're already spending points on the jewel socket, and then you spend more points on the cluster jewel, and they have to be perfect. Like, yeah. So point is, you save some points. You're at 89 now, and then you could put the extra 2 points here. So you're at 46.26. We upped your damage to 1.6 per apparently, which this is probably with some weird gems. Okay, so yeah, these are all 19s. You're probably still leveling them. So we'll assume they're leveled now. It's fine. Yeah, you quality up all this stuff. Extra levels here for the damage. Let's check it out. 1.7 items. He's already using Asaphals. I would not do this because the damage loss is way too big. Watch this. 700,000. On 1.7, which is ridiculous, dude. That's almost half of your damage extra. You don't have the extra physical skill gems, Ami. You still probably have... Wait, where's your Animate Guardian? No Animate Guardian. Alright, well, you had no questions, but I hope this helps your build, man. Thank you for the build review, Demnod, and I hope my review helps you, man. Thank you for the build review, though. That's all the build reviews for today, guys. Thank you guys for all the submissions. Thank you guys for all the questions. I highly recommend you guys to put questions if you didn't put it, and to submit your account name, not the paste bin log tower. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon and my YouTube members who financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys for all the support. And thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon or the YouTube members today. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!